You got the water? Yeah. So he ain't say juice? He ain't say juice?
No, I know. No, he didn't say
no,
juice.
I'm asking.
No, he did.
Yo, what are you guys doing?
I think it's 4 people in here that don't have no money or nothing. I think one lady, sister died, and they going through some things. And
we about to help them out. We about to bless their day. About to bless them, the outreach team. You know? Covenant House. Yeah, I got 4.
I didn't have nowhere to go. I was struggling real hard, so I dropped out of high school. So when I found, you know, the Covenant House, they brought me in like, you know, I was their own. They helped me find a job. Actually, this is why I'm working at the Covenant House. I started off, you know, doing community work, then, you know, I ended up here working. One of the major obstacles I went through, you know, before I got here was homeless. Like, I slept on the street, slept at bus stations, everything, you know. I did a lot, you know, I went through a lot.
40% of the homeless in the United States are under 18. These youth face everyday challenges that are way beyond their years, and struggles incomparable to persons of their age. In a city like Washington, D.C., with high poverty rates in certain areas, youth's troubles are amplified, and their opportunities are slim to none. As a result of society's failure to help these kids and end the cycle of poverty throughout the United States, private organizations such as the Covenant House have sprung up to give these youth a chance to live a better life, to tear down the barriers of their situation and rise above the poverty line, improving their lives, the lives of their children, and the lives of their children's children.
Well, Covenant House Washington is one of 21 sites within Covenant House. Covenant House is the largest privately funded agency within the Americas, and we work with homeless and at-risk youth. Specifically, Washington, D.C. works with youth between the ages of 18 and 21. In some programs, we do is go older to 24. And ultimately, our goal is to help these youth transition into self-sufficiency and independence. Covenant House wants to go into a community that's needed. I think what I love about Covenant House, it doesn't go where it's not wanted, but it also doesn't want to shy away from the problem. And so I think historically Ward 8 has had the highest poverty rates within the district. And so of course it was just natural for Covenant House to want to come here. Ward 8, I think one of the statistics that's really profound is that our national unemployment rate is around 9%. Just in the Ward 8 alone, it's 50%.
We have just a great overall approach to working with the youth. We attacked it from everything from if you need shelter and food, we have that for you. We also, if you need an education, we have that for you. Outreach services, we have that. Employment services, we have that. So unlike some programs, we really try to attack it from all angles to where we don't want to hear anything that you say, I can't do it. Well, I don't have a place to lay my head. We have respite. We have our crisis center. I don't have my GED high school diploma. Well, we have a team of education specialists. Well, I can't find a job. We have 2 employment development specialists for you to work with. Well, I can't get to this job. Well, we have tokens. We have smart trip cards to provide to you if you can't get to a job or to an interview. I don't have interview clothing. We have interview clothing downstairs.
Everything starts with outreach and Anthony Green.
I pretty much co-run the outreach program with John Dortch. And what we do is go out into the communities and let the community know we're here, let them know that they have the opportunity and resources through Covenant House, what we can help them with, letting them know what other places in the community are here for them, do referrals as well. People need snacks, we have snacks, need clothes, we have clothes, need sheets of blankets, we have sheets of blankets. They need to know who to call, where to come to when they decide they want to have help, we can do that. If they need transportation to get to the intake or get to the crisis center, we also kick in for that too. So we're pretty much the guys that go out into the community and have a presence for Covenant House in that sense. So we go out and let people know that we're here for them.
Mr. Green, however, is not the sole member of the outreach team. Along with other staff, a few youth have been assisting Mr. Green. Mike, Sean, and Thomas, the self-proclaimed outreach crew, or reach out crew, are currently working with Mr. Green and the outreach program.
I was in a formal program they had here called the LEAP Foundation. And basically it was revolving around the same thing, helping the community, teaching young men how to be, who was a part of the program, how to be better as far as jobs, decisions they make and all that. And once that was completed, I heard about this program, the outreach program, and I hopped on it.
Me personally, like I like to do it, so like we not getting paid for it or none of that. So we actually like to go out, you know what I'm saying, and help other people that's just like us.
Right now we are going to go through Southeast, see if any other spots are happening on the way to another recreational center, Hillcrest, that might have 17 and older playing basketball on Thursdays. We take food out to the youth as much as we possibly can, probably about 2 or 3 times a week we can go out. Now we can do it every day, but at first we didn't have that much materials, but now that we have them, every time we go out, if we have the opportunity to find youth somewhere that we can be able to give stuff to, we have extra, we do that. Grants and donations, make sure that we have the money to buy the materials, and then we can put them in our inventory and be able to take them out to the neighborhoods.
The outreach crew helps find and bring homeless youth into the Covenant House, where they are then provided services such as shelter, education, employment, or just a person to talk to.
The Crisis Center is the place where our young people first enter when they present themselves seeking shelter. It's a short-term placement where young people can stay if they don't have anywhere else to go. The young people present with all kinds of risk factors, from being abused, phasing out of foster care, neglected. They're undereducated, they are underemployed. They're teen moms. We service moms and babies, single males and females. For the most part, you just come, and if there's space available, we're going to, provide those basic things for you immediately, and that's one of our guiding principles.
The Crisis Center is only a stepping stone into the Covenant House, giving youth the opportunity to escape previous hardships. As part of living in the Crisis Center, youth must enroll in some of the Covenant House's programs. Many youth that come to the Covenant House and the Crisis Center haven't received their GED, and so the Covenant House works with these youth through their education department to accomplish this task.
The challenge here is the fact that our youth come in with so many real-life situations that most would buckle under. I would probably not even be able to survive, with a lot of the pains and situations that they have, but they still come in willing and ready to learn. And so I have to honor that, and I do. And so does Miss Kristen, we both do. And in places like Covenant House is so important because many of our institutions in our society, in our country, have given up on youth. And we can't give up on them. We can't lock them all up. All of them are not dead. So what do? We have to help them, especially since they're becoming parents. Many of them are parents. So what do we do? And so I'm just glad and thankful to be a part of an organization that finds that important as well. If they need to stay 40 years, our doors are open. But that's the power and the beauty of Covenant House, that they don't turn their backs on any child, regardless of their situation and circumstance. And however long they need to come, we're here.
We want to make sure that we are giving them the tools to prevent them from becoming chronically homeless. So access to employment. It's not just sitting down with them and showing them what the job is. It's teaching them how to get the job, maintain the job.
Here in Covenant House, Washington, we have the Work Readiness and Education Training Program, which is RET. And that's part of our education teams and our work readiness teams. And part of the work readiness teams involves employment development specialists, myself and my coworker, Ms. Sahai Habatalase. And so together we are preparing the youth to become job ready and to also retain jobs. And part of that mission of becoming job ready involves various workshops that we conduct for interviewing, job search and application, resume writing, cover letter writing, improving communication skills. Also, just the little intricacies that assist you in time, not only becoming employable, but also just in terms of just a better, well-rounded person.
I'm constantly just in awe of how much of an effort Covenant House puts into trying to help the students who come through these doors. I've always wanted to be a part of something where the well-being of the student was put before anything else, and I'm finally a part of that.
Because Covenant House really looks over all of DC, all 8 wards. You know, we have a presence in, or we strive to have a presence in. We're on both sides of the Anacostia River. So it's not just one neighborhood. We're here for DC altogether. And then we also trickle out into Southern Maryland and sometimes in Virginia. So we're here for the young adult population that needs the services when they're dealing with homelessness, when they're dealing with educational disparities. We're here for all of them. So it's not just this neighborhood. You can find us in Chinatown, you can find us in Capitol Hill. We're all over in every neighborhood because it just doesn't start and end right in Ward 7 or Ward 8.
The word covenant is a promise. We make a promise to the young people we work with and to ourselves, and that's part in our mission statement, so that we as employees, as team members, when we come through the doors here every day, we know that we may go home at night, you know, and put our head on a soft pillow, but unless our good intentions work for a young person, they may be resting their head against a curb again tonight.
I like to talk to youth who've left Covenant House and to hear what they've benefited from. And one of the things that I always hear is they felt that people listened to them. They felt that it was a home, they felt safe here, and that they had people behind them encouraging and supporting them.
What Covenant House does aligns with my personal mission, and my personal mission is to encourage and to motivate and to uplift people through education, through experience, but most importantly through love, and that's what we do here.
For any youth out there, you know, if you anywhere near the area, if you anywhere near the Covenant House resources, and you need help, they will help you. It's so many people here. It's so many people here that, you know, comes every day.
Huh? 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 Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Once I was homeless, didn't have no food in my mouth, so I just went across the street and went to the Covenant House. They showed me how to be in their program, and they put a shelter and a roof over a young man. I was living good, had dinners like 3 times a day, but the curfew was shaky.
Yeah, I said the Covenant House, quiet as a mouse. For the staff come upstairs, then you ass won't be there. Didn't mean to curse on the tape, but I gotta bring it back. Dang.